let's flip a coin. Heads Carolina, tails California.
Okay, this is Andy Graham of the Hobo Traveler. It's Friday, and I'm going to do my Wednesday update on where I'm at and what I'm doing. I'm in Vilcabamba, Ecuador. I've been here now for almost a month now, I think, and I'm spending a lot of time dwelling and thinking about Eastern Europe because I'm in September. I think 1st of September, end of August, I'm going to fly to Europe. I'm going to spend all the time there until about Christmas. I'll come back to the United States in Christmas, then I think I'm going to fly to Guatemala, okay, and go to Lake Atitlan. Big story there, but I'm really dwelling on going to Sofia, Bulgaria. I was going to go to Prague for a while, I thought, but I finally decided I don't enjoy all these and Europe's just really painful for travel. So this is Eastern Europe, and the cost of living in Bulgaria is only about, they earn about, it's about $300 a month here in Vilcabamba, and or maybe more, probably about the same as Bulgaria, because this is kind of the Beverly Hills of the expense-wise of Ecuador. This is one of the more expensive places to live on the thing, because it's really kind of a tourist trap. And you know, tourist trap prices are, you know, they'll put some prices way up there, just like American prices. But if I fly into Sofia, if you look at Eastern Europe and you look at it on the map, you can see that Zagreb and all these cities, there's cities that are sort of centralized, and I could do this wagon wheel thing from those places. And I'm going to try to go to, like, up to Slovakia, I think, and come down, you know, Albania all the way through here, then back toward Montenegro or whatever. I'd like to go to Moldova. If I had the money, I'd go to Ukraine. Anybody want to fund me to go there? I need a couple $1,000s to go there, because you can't go in poor on that. Because there's a war there, right? Kind of. Yeah, I don't know. They're occupied by Russia, right? I'd love to fly into there and spend 3 weeks just figuring out what the hell's going on. But that's what I'm dwelling on most. I'm going to spend another about a month and a week here, and mainly because I'm writing the guidebook and I'm doing some products here. Although I really chose the wrong place to make the products, because the labor force here is way high and there's no young people to work. And you know, it's all the restaurants and stuff. It's just really a restaurant city, and there's just a few stores, and there's not very much to do here. And I could do them again in Guatemala. In Lago Atitlan, there's a lot of young people, so there's much more energetic. But I'll finish the guide because this is quite a perfect place for a person that really doesn't want to speak Spanish and really doesn't want to deal with local Ecuadorians and needs to use the dollar. So this is quite an excellent place for those kind of people. Now that's not me, okay? So you know, this is kind of the funny part. I'm writing a guidebook about a place where it's not me, because I really would like to be in the middle of Africa, right? But I absolutely love perfect climates. There's nothing better than being in a place where no furnaces. I mean, I can't buy a fan here, not only because they don't need one, right? They don't need a fan, and they don't need it. And this is a little cooler than Lago Atitlan. I'm thinking, the more I think about it, but they have a windy season, so it's a little strange. I'm not used to this wind. I mean, it's really been windy for the last week, and they say we're starting our windy season. And the wind chill, you know, makes it kind of a wind chill factor. Okay, but so this is my plans. If anybody wants to come to Vilcabamba and they wanted me to give them a live abroad tour, get them into a room for $150 a month or $200 a month with Wi-Fi and set them up, I'll pick them up at the airport in Cuenca and bring them here, and it's $500, and I just basically show you how to live and do it. I can do the live abroad tour here real easy now. I know the whole city. The city's only 8 blocks by 8 blocks, guys, and then you have all these people that are trying to build these houses outside the city, which is a little bit too dangerous here, because they do have some armed robbery around here. So they have armed robbery in almost anywhere in Central and South America. Strangely, in Africa where I was at, they never have that because they don't have guns. Okay, So the gun thing is kind of an issue, right? But you have a lot of people here. But I'm going to go in my guidebook that I'm writing. I got a map. If you get on My Vilcabamba, you can see that we're making a map there, and it's on the front. And I'm outlining all the hotels, and I'm going to. It's such a small place I can actually do all the hotels. I can't believe I can do all the hotels. The first city I've ever been with where it's such a small city that I could do all the hotels. And I'm going to come up with 5 to 10 different apartment places, where semi-apartments, rooms with kitchens and stuff like that, where you can live for around $200 to $300 a month. The cost of living really here is cheap unless you're just foolish, and but there's some foolish people here, okay? So it's really very cheap. The things that are expensive is the food and any kind of thing that you need to buy to supply your house, whether it's dishes or whatever, can be the same price as America. So it's not a big enough community, and we're far enough from the major city that they basically almost double the price. And they know the gringos pay it, so they just, and a lot of times you go into, I'm going to show you which stores have price tags on it. In Colombia, it's the law that you have to put prices on things. And that's really a good law, is because it stops the locals from thinking like, oh, sizing you up and seeing how much they can get out of you. This is pretty honest here, but I'm having a good time. I've made like 3 trips to Loja, and that's like going to Antigua from Guatemala. And when I'm in Lago Atlan, I never make this trip, so it's a little disappointing there that I'm in such a small place. This is like living in Orland. I have to go to going to Fort Wayne. I'm in Orland, Indiana, a city of 400 people, and we have to leave the city to go do a lot of shopping. But the cost of groceries in Orland is cheaper than here. Okay, so it's not always as cheap as you guys think. So, but when you have too many tourists and too many gringos, and see right here we probably got like all the squares surrounded by gringo-owned restaurants. So the whole core of the city is gringo. So that's my situation, and but I'm meeting a few of the tourists that are kind of interesting, and there's absolutely no girls here. So I don't know. I mean, it's a great place. It's like a retirement home. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Andy Graham.
We